Hi, we're the Ellis twins. Today we're reviewing this movie, The Dark Tower, starring Idris Elba as the gunslinger and Matthew McConaughey as... what was his name? Is it Mr. Black or Death or something?
I think it was Mr. Black.
Yeah, as the Man in Black.
Yeah,
as the Man in Black. So, let's roll the clip and then we'll get started. Okay, so The Dark Tower is this Stephen King adaptation of one of his books, and I guess there's a lot of Dark Tower books, but this took from a bunch of different ones and kind of meshed it together to be one film. I've seen it maybe 3 or 4 times now, and I liked it every time I watched it. It's got a science fiction element to it, but it's not done in a way that's, like, bizarre. It's just... It feels like this world is really immersive.
It like makes sense. It's not like one of these things where they're jumping everywhere and it doesn't make sense.
Right. Yeah, it's a well-constructed movie. There's some fabulous action scenes that involve some really cool effects with guns. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They kind of give that away in the trailer, but it's still really cool to see on the screen. The acting is really good. The only thing was, Matthew McConaughey's character, you don't know much about him, other than he kills people, and that he can control people's minds and stuff. But other than that, you don't really get why he wants to rule the universe.
Yeah, they don't tell you that.
It's just that he wants to, and there's people trying to stop him, which is okay. But when you have a villain that doesn't have any reasoning behind why he wants to take over the world, the villain kind of becomes one-dimensional. So that is one shortcoming of this movie. Also, this movie is only 90 minutes long, and I really feel like they could have made it a 2-hour movie and really immersed you more into the world that they were trying to build, instead of just making an action movie.
But for a short film, it's actually surprising how fast it gets going, and the action scenes are really good, and they like get going faster than most movies. And like for an hour and a half, they can fit a lot of stuff in there and show you really what's happening.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
They get enough in the movie, but I would have enjoyed it if they could have had a 2-hour runtime, because then they could have put more in it. But okay, let's talk about negative content. There's 2 uses of blasphemy, and that was pretty much it, as far as language goes, if I remember correctly. There's some violence in it. It's the forces of good and evil, and it's a classic story like that, but they do show evil as being this dark, group and this dark force in the universe. But they also show that, being good is a good force in the universe. So I wouldn't say that's really negative content, but they do explore themes of evil a little bit more, and some people might find it a little creepy. I didn't, personally.
I didn't either, but...
as far as filmmaking goes, it's a pretty good film. I would say the acting is good. The soundtrack is pretty good. It's nothing stellar, but it's good. It keeps you involved in the movie. The editing is good as well. As far as rewatchability factor, I would probably give this like a 6 or a 7, because you can rewatch it, but it's also, if you've seen it once, you can just tell over and over where it's going to go, because you know the story already. For my personal enjoyment, I would probably give it a 7 or an 8. What about you?
I give it a 10.
A 10?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool how they jumped around. Well, they didn't jump around too much, but how they did the part with, like, the dreams and stuff, and the whole, like, psychic thing, per se, that was really cool.
So you give it a 10. You say it's a perfect movie.
Well, I think it was really good.
Okay.
I liked it.
He gives it a 10.
I give it an 8 for rewatchability.
Okay. So his score is obviously a little higher than mine, but that's okay. That's why we're here. So I would say check this movie out if you like science fiction, if you like Stephen King book to movie adaptations. The writing is pretty interesting in this movie, and it's not a horror film like most of the Stephen King. What Stephen King is known for is horror films, and this one isn't one. So that's kind of cool too. So yeah, thanks for watching. Check out my channel, subscribe, comment below, and like this. Not this, but like the video. I'm Aaron, thanks for watching.
I'm Gabe, and thanks for watching.
See you next time.